Hello, welcome to Wise Revise. This is session number 10. This session is all about how to use Cornell Notes to help with your revision. As a teacher, I've for a long time been aware of Cornell Notes, but only recently discovered how amazing they can be to help you in your revision. If you've watched my other videos, you will know that I champion self-testing as the best way to revise. And again, in my other videos, hopefully you've watched how to make self-testing flashcards and self-testing mind maps. This video today is about how to make some self-testing Cornell notes that are going to help you bring to mind what you've learned in class in your exam. They're going to help you organize the information that you need to learn and then allow you to test yourself on that information in a really well organized and concise way. Okay, so what you're going to need for this, you're going to need some lined paper. You're going to need a ruler and a pencil. You're going to need two different pens in different colors ideally. No, you are going to need two different pens. Maybe a highlighter would be desirable as well. And you're also going to need some course material. I would massively recommend a textbook. Okay, so first things first. Firstly, grab your ruler and your pencil, and you're going to be setting your page out just like this. You see we've got 7 centimeters across, 6 centimeters down. Every bit of line paper is different. I would, as much as you can, go with the lines that are on there already just to make things nice and smooth. So this one's around 6 centimeters from the bottom. And then we want to make this second margin here on the left about 7 centimeters wide. We measure 7. Okay, now it's time to get down to business with the actual content that you want to learn, that you want to revise for your exam. Now you should have a revision timetable that's really specific with what you're working towards. So as an RS teacher, I often use RS examples, and hopefully that still works for you, because the process is the same, just the content is different. So today, let's say I was looking at the RS GCSE and I wanted to do some work on the aims of punishment, and that's what this specific 20 minutes or half an hour was already decided what it was going to be about. All I'd need now is the equipment you've just seen, the paper, the pencil, pens, etc., and a textbook to get the information from. Now I will say this technique also works for YouTube videos and for GCSE pod or whatever videos you want to use, but what I would say is as a word of caution, if you're going to use it for spending half an hour to learn things from a video, make sure you've already decided what the video is and you know that it's approved by your teachers and the exam board. What you don't want to do is have half an hour Cornell Notes taking on a YouTube video and then spend 15 minutes, 20 minutes of that time searching through YouTube trying to find an actually good video that does what you need it to do. I would say you're much better off with a textbook. So for the example today, aims of punishment, I'm going to flick to the part of the textbook, the double page spread that does aims of punishment, and hopefully for what you're studying as well you'll have something similar, and we're going to use this today. And so for starters today, I'm just going to read through some of the information here about different aims of punishment, just reading it through, and then once I've finished I'm going to take these subtitles here and I'm going to put them onto my note-taking sheet. So I'll put the title at the top, and then different subtitles from the textbook. I've got retribution, deterrence, reformation, and there's also something here that comes from Romans 12. Right, that's that done. Imagine I've read through the information and I've set that up, and now the textbook is closed. What I need to do now is just write down every single thing I can remember from what I've just read. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the textbook back up again and see if I've missed anything important. And if I have, I'm going to add that information now in a different coloured pen. The reason I do this is because when I come back to this in the future, I want to see what I could remember the first time and hope that there's more to it now. And if it's in a different coloured pen, I'll remember that that was stuff I found more difficult that I didn't remember the first time round. And now what I'm going to do is write down some probing questions, some really clever, good questions that answer what's written on the right. So I want to come up with some questions for the left column, and the answer for these questions should be found on the right. And now finally, at the bottom, I'm going to do a summary of the whole topic. And that's not looking at anyone else's information or looking back to the textbook, that's from my own mind. So I'm really deeply thinking about the whole topic and how I can reduce that down to something more simplistic. Okay, just to give you a final overview now, you should end up with a sheet that looks just like this. You've got your title at the top right there. This box here you can use for recording your information. You'll see the highlighted part is that area of the topic. In black pen, I've done the first things I remembered, and then I came back to it the second time with a different coloured pen, and this example red to add what I'd forgotten. On the left hand side, some really clever probing questions that should lead to this information. So in the future I can cover this up and I can test myself with these questions, and then I've got the answers here so I can test myself and see if I've got it right or not. And then finally a summary at the bottom. I would massively recommend this as a revision device, guys, and just remember, write short sentences, don't write too much, keep it simple, reduce as much as possible, and then you can just keep this for the next time you use it. Great self-testing device. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video, and we've got more in the pipeline coming your way. If you've got any recommendations or any questions about revision or things you'd love to see covered, pop a comment in the comments below. Have a great week.